Hello everyone and welcome to Choices Digital Art Space. You can see my digital twin spinning behind me. It's normally going to be implemented. My family name is Claude. First name is Patrice. I'm 54 years old soon. I began computer 40 years ago at the age of 13. It's over 40 years I'm in computers now. You will see now pictures of my worlds in spatial in the background. I began to program with Sinclair computers, ZX80, ZX81 and Spectrum. Sir Clive Sinclair was British, a visionary man, and he was made noble by the Queen. I am French. English is not my mother tongue. I learned English with computers. English is my second language in school. German was my first language. So, at the age of 15, my first English teacher told me, "You know things that you shouldn't know." I said, "Well, I'm learning English for 2 years now with computers." Began computer programming and drawing as well. I drew a diamond, I drew a unicorn, I even drew a city, the city of Babylon. It was my first attempt with computer drawing. It was not satisfying, but the idea was there. So I bought a PC that a friend built me at the age of 17. Coming back a bit of my past, I had a stroke at the age of 9.5. My scholarship was a mess. I lost 2 years of school. And I get on with it with my right side disabled. I began iMac G3 computers later by the year 1898. It was a blue computer and transparent, so you can see what's inside. Not so long ago, that time, I discovered another passion of mine. It was singing. Having started jazz, I decided with my Mac, which had a CD player, with my friends to record a jazz CD. It was a pianist, an American saxophone player, and me. Before that, I took courses of classical singing. It was in Scotland, Edinburgh. I started there for 9 months, time to learn a new way of expressing myself. I learned with a classical singing teacher. He taught me how to sing and breathe. After that, I came back in France, in the town of Metz. I began oil painting on the advice of a friend that saw my sketches. I had my first exhibition in a bar. It was 10 years ago. Then I had exhibitions around. For my father, art was a loss of time, but he saw me beginning to paint and was okay with that. It just died a bit afterwards I began oil painting. My mother is a pianist. She began to play at 50. She is 93 soon and she still plays. She's a great support to my career and a big fan. 7 years ago, I decided to take computer art because I saw growing possibilities in software. Time for oil painting was over. I went to Strasbourg. In Strasbourg is a European Parliament. I found a lady who had been in connection with European institution and that was organizing exhibition. I had 2 exhibitions in Strasbourg before having the great luck to exhibit in the European institutions. It was 4 years ago, before COVID. We had the right to put our stuff in the Palace of Europe, and the day after was the opening cocktail. That never happened, with 200 people and Charles Michel, President of the Council of Europe. But the doctor of the institution said, "We are locking the place down." And this made me think I could find other ways for my art to be seenable. I knew about NFTs. And in going to spatial, I found communities easily because it's only starting to grow. So I'm a choice member. It's a community for inclusion in Web 3.0. So I'm a world builder. I used Unity for 6 months making worlds on art in Altspace, VR Chat, and the PC VR game Neos VR. That's my favorite VR platform because you can make shaders in VR directly. I exhibited also 2 times in Paris, 1 time in Paris subway, 4 times in Strasbourg, and 1 time in Monaco. So now I'm on a museum in the south of France, which is a castle in the mountains, for 10 years at least. I'm in the board too. There I have 2 works, one on aluminum and one virtual. I am working also with a gallery in Strasbourg for augmented reality matters. Thank you for listening.